Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and in today's video, I am going to talk about Marcus Rashford, why he needs to maintain being consistent, and why he should be playing on the left wing. So, right, Marcus Rashford, as you know, last season, the first half of last season, he's on absolute fire. Then the second half of the season, the goals dried up a little bit. He went missing for a little while. He wasn't the only player, a few players went missing near the end of last season, but we need a clinical goal scorer in the team, and Marcus Rashford has got to carry on scoring the goals. It's as simple as that, because if he does not score a lot of goals, just where are the goals going to come from? Because you can't rely on the 20-year-old to keep scoring goals like Hoyland, who is yet to make his debut, but all being well, he will be making his debut the weekend, so you simply cannot afford to keep relying on the 20-year-old. The pressure would be huge on the young lad, and no excuses. Marcus Rashford is such an experienced Manchester United player. He needs to maintain the consistency, because first half of last season he was banging in the goals left, right, and centre. On the left wing, he was absolutely superb. I mean, we had Weghorst on loan, who was absolutely wank. He was absolutely useless, not United standards at all. The goals just did not come for Weghorst. I think he scored one goal or a couple of goals in a cup competition, like the Carabao Cup, but that was nowhere near good enough. You needed him to do that in the Premier League as well, and he just was not United standards, nowhere near good enough for a football club in this magnitude. Yeah, just Weghorst just did not suit Manchester United's one bit. And also, Anthony Martial, you can't rely on him because he's always fucking injured a lot. Made of glass, he gets so unfortunate with injuries. He really does. He can play well, Anthony Martial, and then out of nowhere, pick up a ridiculous injury and put him out of action for a long time. It's like he just cannot catch a break. But he's another one who's not really delivered, in my opinion. We spent a lot of money on him. He scores that impressive goal against Liverpool, and United fans come up with that fantastic song about Tony Martial comes from France. The English press said he had no chance. 15 million down the drain. Tony Martial scores again, which that's all very good in that, but he's just not lived up to expectation. I mean, I know injury hasn't helped, but to me, he's not good enough. Even when he gets given the ball, he's just so lazy. He doesn't do anything for me, Anthony Martial, which is why when Marcus Rashford is on form, to me, he's our most clinical goal scorer. So he needs to step it up. He really does. I mean, how long has he been here now? I can remember when he made his debut, when Louis van Gaal was manager, all these years ago. He scored 2 goals or a hat-trick on his Europa League debut. In the first team, he was absolutely superb. I was thinking, wow, this kid is going to be an absolute superstar. It looks good for him, but for a few seasons he just went missing. Last season, as I said, first half of the season, he's on absolute fire. Just on the form of his life. It was just brilliant to watch. Then second half of the season went completely missing. And this season up front, very isolated, no service whatsoever. But he needs to be doing more himself. There's no excuses. He absolutely should be doing more himself, Marcus Rashford. He needs to move around the pitch more. Get it up the field and just try and make things happen. Don't rely on your teammates. As a team, you work together, but you have to do the job yourself as well. I mean, when I'm playing football, right, for my football club, what I do once a week, I play up front. I'm a striker, and I score quite a few goals. I'm very consistent. There's only about 6 times where I've not scored in a single session. One time, I went on a run at football club where I scored in every session for 1 year and 3 months. I was constantly consistent, but since the tempo was up to that, it's very hard for me to go on a regular run like what I did before. But I need to work hard myself, and I need help from my teammates as well. But sometimes I just hang a typical striker's day where I cannot put the ball in the net. I mean, it can happen to any professional footballer, but yeah, Rashford, there's no excuses. It's time for you to shine, me son. We need you. Otherwise, who the fuck is going to score all the goals? And Hoyland can't do it. Martial injured. Bruno Fernandes being a baby to the referee. Keep constantly going on in the referees, This is why Rashford has to play well. It's as simple as that. I'm a huge fan of Marcus Rashford. I think he's brilliant for this football club. He went missing for a few years, I think, because he was focused on school dinners, like off the pitch, like trying to help people off the pitch, which is all good. I admire him for that. But your job as a professional footballer is to do your stuff on the pitch, and clearly it was affecting him like the stuff he was doing off the pitch was affecting him on the pitch, which, since he's taken a step back, he's definitely stepped it up, but it's time for Ten Hag to put Rashford back on the left again, because he's getting no service up front, but like I said, he needs to be doing more himself as well. He can't just blame his teammates, he's got to up the tempo as well if he wants to be successful. If the fans want to stay on Marcus Rashford's side, because Rashford is one heck of a player. When he's on form, he can do the business, but when he's not on form so much, it's like, wow, it can get really mucky for Rashford. It really can. But obviously, we had the brightest talent in our youth academy only to throw his career away, and has finally been released from the football club after not playing for us for 18 months. My goodness sake, I was a massive fan of Mason Greenwood. Fantastic forward. Clearly our brightest talent in years through the youth academy, and it's such a shame how the way it's ended. But it had to end that way. It simply could not continue. And now it's time for him to move abroad, focus on his career abroad and that. And I really hope he becomes a better person. Even though I'm absolutely delighted Mason Greenwood is out of my football club, I'm literally absolutely so delighted this saga is over. I just want the saga over with the Glazers now, and I can be one very happy fan. But it's funny, right? Every time we lose a game, the Glazers put on a positive PR spin. It's like, that's just typical of the Glazers and this football club. It's like, until the standards are raised, the Glazers are going to carry on being in charge of the football club, and we will carry on posting PR. On this YouTube channel, I make sure the standards are maintained, I absolutely do not accept mediocrity. It's like if Marcus Rashford went back to performing crap, I will call him out, because on this YouTube channel, there's absolutely no favouritism whatsoever. I don't care whether you're my favourite player or least favourite player. If you're not performing, you're going to get called out. It's as simple as that. I've always been honest on this YouTube channel. If you are a Manchester United fan, hit the subscribe button, because I've been doing loads of Manchester United videos recently. The views are going insane. My previews, my match reactions and player rating videos, wow, the views are going absolutely insane. But I think these refreshed thumbnails have helped what I'm doing this season. I'm even adding my own photo into the thumbnail. Obviously, I haven't got a background yet or a green screen, but that's something we can look into later on, like when I get out to 1,000 subscribers or something. But for now, I'm just happy in the way I film, my Samsung S23 Ultra. But anyway, let me know down below, are you happy with Marcus Rashford? Do you want to see more from him? I want him to maintain it on a consistent basis. So, like I said, the big concern for me is if he does not score the goals, where are the goals going to come from? Let me know down below. As I said, if you are a Manchester United fan, hit that subscribe button. It'd be lovely to have you on board. Marcus Rashford, he's an experienced player in this team. It's time for him to deliver. There are no excuses. It's go big or go home. It's as simple as that. Come on, Marcus. You can do this. Bye-bye.